In this video, we're going to see a portable Zoom Studio, which can be carried from classroom to classroom or city to city and be used to teach effectively wherever you have a single power connection and internet access. The equipment list is provided in the description below. The core of the system, of course, is a decent laptop. Power supply and an external mouse is important to have. And since we really can't get along with just one screen if we're going to do sophisticated video effects during our Zoom meetings, we need a second monitor that will plug into the laptop. And then some media devices to enhance and add to what's built into the laptop. We have a boundary microphone, which will give us better audio than the microphone built into the laptop, and also allows us to pick up sound over a wider area. A document camera, an external webcam, which is of higher quality than the one built into the laptop, and since I travel with these anyway, an iPhone and an iPad, along with a tripod adapter for the iPhone, and that gives me two more cameras for a potential total of 5 in use at one time. Whenever we're thinking video, we want to have adequate lighting. Here are 3 lightweight portable LED lighting modules, which are either battery powered or powered off of USB ports on the laptop or on the USB hub, which you see just above them there. That's a powered USB hub, which will provide connectivity and power for all the devices that we're going to connect to the laptop. In order to put those things where we need them and to provide a stable base for our cameras, we have 3 small tripods, which are compact and light, but which will extend to as high as 50 inches, giving us some flexibility, and a bag full of cables and cords necessary to hook everything together, power cord, but I really only need 2 power outlets at worst for this setup here because everything else is powered off the laptop. And underneath those is a portable green drape, a lightweight non-woven fabric chroma key drape, which is easy to hang behind me in almost any circumstances, just with painter's tape or Plasti-Tack or whatever is handy. And of course, since the whole thing has to be mobilized, we have a backpack which is designed for transporting electronic equipment. It's padded and sized accordingly, and it's certified to fit in the overhead bin of an airliner. Setting the system up takes about 10 to 15 minutes. Depending on how many times you practiced it. We'll speed that up a little bit for you. A little power hook up there, but it's interesting to realize that you can power the entire system off the laptop battery for a limited period of time. This laptop has a big battery and ran it for about an hour and a half. Okay, hooking up the secondary monitor takes 1 cable, and it takes power off the laptop as well as video signal from that cable. We've also got a powered hub, USB hub, that serves to provide connectivity for all the peripherals. And that can be powered off the wall or off the computer as well. A secondary camera here on a little tripod is especially useful in a high-flex type situation where you want the folks at home to be able to see the students in the classroom with you. Document camera. And a tripod and adapter to allow for the use of a smartphone as yet another camera, using an app like Epoch Cam. And a cable to keep that charged. And finally, a little LED lighting panel that will give us decent subject lighting. Also powered off the laptop or the hub. And here we are ready to go. And here we have the studio in action. This is my primary camera here, camera on the laptop. I've got it cropped out to give a full-size picture. We've got the improvised green screen hanging behind here. Just a piece of green cloth, $10 worth of green cloth hanging by some painter's tape from a convenient wall, in this case a window behind, which even provides a little bit of light for it. I've got sources, multiple sources here attached to it. We're operating, of course, here through Open Broadcaster Studio, which is the software core of the system. Here I've got a document camera sitting next to me, active. I've got a webcam, a standard Logitech C920 webcam as a source. This smartphone that you see in front of me here is also serving as a video source through the Epoch Cam app. I've also got my second screen active as a source. And then I have a whole series of combination scenes here in OBS. There's me composited in front of the Canvas login page at the district. I can make that look a lot better by activating the chroma key filter on the, there we go, get that. I can tinker with this for some time to sharpen that key. It's not going to be perfect under these circumstances, but it'll work fine. Let's see, I need to get that spill color out of there a little bit. Close that. Now, that looks a bit better. I could tinker with that a bit more in all probability. Now that I can see it better. Again, it's not likely to be perfect under these circumstances, but that's not too bad. It's certainly not too bad if we make it smaller. And then, of course, I have the capability to move it around. There's combo with me and the C920 and the dock cam and in the smartphone. So I can move all these about and switch between them at need. So we've got a fairly powerful Zoom Studio created out of relatively modest cost components, except perhaps for the laptop itself, and that's something you probably already have, and transportable via a modest cost backpack. And of course, once we have this all set up, all we have to do is start up a Zoom meeting and just start the virtual camera, and whatever is selected in OBS is displayed as your Zoom video feed, allowing you to carry out very sophisticated Zoom meetings with a variety of video sources. And now, when you're ready to go, pack up takes somewhere between 5 and 12 minutes or so. Pull all the cables first. Untangle everything. And disassemble the tripods. Get the cameras wrapped up. And get everything back in the cable bags, just a couple of Ziploc bags. And we're ready to start packing things back into the backpack. There's a special compartment for the laptop in the bottom. And lots of room for everything. Wrapping the cameras in some old socks to keep them safe. And there we are. Total weight about 20 pounds. And off we go to the airplane.